All right, today we're going to put ourselves out there. I'm just Janae,
I'm Brooke.
and this is Dreams Don't Expire. So, what did we do on Tuesday?
Well, I heard of a thing that I wanted to try. So we went around, we called it Share and Share, where you just come to my cul-de-sac and come meet people maybe that you haven't met before. So you just come, bring a chair, and share your name. No obligations of like potluck, food, treats, those kind of things. Just show up and have a conversation. So we thought, well, let's give that a try. I thought it sounded very interesting to give her a go. So we went ahead and made some flyers and took them around, which was the beginning of us questioning ourselves.
Exactly.
Let's just say that. That was the beginning of it. Seemed like a good idea until you had to follow through with it.
Right. The whole, and we're not ones who question ourselves a lot. We're pretty confident, and just so you know, I live really close, so it wasn't just, hey, I'm gonna go hang out in her cul-de-sac and hope I can meet her neighbors. We kind of have a lot of neighbors in common, and so we're going out to our neighborhood and saying, hey, no, you don't know us, but I think you want to, right?
Why wouldn't they?
Right. But
why wouldn't they want to show up to some random person's house and talk to us?
exactly. And yeah, that's uncomfortable. Even for people who have confidence, who know who they are most of the time, because nobody knows 100%, because that little voice in the back of your head is like, but really? So even for people who dare to do the uncomfortable, this was it. We got uncomfortable.
Yeah, I will say I'm a confident person, and once I make a decision,
Done.
that's it. I'm done. But I started questioning it. So we went around and walked our neighbors. We live street to street.
Warner to Warner.
Yep, I called
Coast
it coast
to
to coast, but it was Warner to Warner, and we did all the houses Warner to Warner. And it was fine because we were just showing up and putting our flyer on the door, not really talking to anybody. But I was like, is anybody going to show up? We did end up meeting a neighbor that we hadn't talked to before, and that was actually a really good experience. So who showed up? They did, because I think we had that conversation in face to face. So I think they felt a little more comfortable coming. But yeah, but when I'd took the flyers around, even after that, I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is weird.
Well, and I think both of us, and we hadn't talked to each other in the moment, but both of us the night before went, okay, is this just going to flop? And then we talked about it and said, I really actually had some doubt. We both were like, yeah. And I'm like, worst case scenario, we now have an hour to talk to each other. Okay. Well, we always get a lot accomplished when we have conversations. We don't have normal conversations, I think. We always have the deeper conversations and the what can we accomplish and what can we do more. So I'm like, it's not going to be wasted time.
It's more like therapy, I would say.
It is.
Honestly.
Yeah. And it's always pushing each other and, saying, hey, it's okay you feel that way because I do too. It's those kinds of things. But yeah, we had the neighbors we'd never met, which literally live almost right between both of us. And cute couple with two cute kids, and we're just fantastic. But also Brooke's neighbors across the street, she had met the wife.
I wave at him.
Yeah.
I wave at the husband.
Yeah, and the father-in-law who lives there.
Yeah.
But they came across. We had a great conversation with them. But then they also got to meet the new neighbors.
Which are similar age and similar age kids, and just open the door for that part of it too.
Yeah, it was really good for those two to get to say, hey. And so, yeah, not as many people as we wanted to showed up, but they were the right people. And so it wasn't a flop because it didn't hit our expectations, which I think we kind of sometimes do, is if it doesn't look exactly like this, it didn't work. And I do that a lot with my whole business and stuff, and she has to remind me. But that was our thought, is if one person shows up that we didn't know before, that's a win. And instead, we also got to have not just us meet these new people, but the people across the street got to, and we got to learn more about each other. And it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's nice and sunny, and we got our vitamin D sitting out there.
Mhm.
So win-win.
Right, right. But we were uncomfortable, and we even when we sat in our chairs, went, "Wonder if it's going to be just us," you know.
Locked out those chairs and stared.
Yeah.
Luckily, people showed up. If not, we'd have just looked like two people just hanging out on my front lawn, which
Right,
would have been fine.
Right. Which we see that all the time on our walks.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we seen some people on our walks the other day, and there's 4 adults sitting in chairs out front doing this. And what did you say?
Get off your phones.
And talk to each
And they
other.
were all, "Oh."
So at least we had our phones put away and we were talking to each other.
Yep. We also met another neighbor, and this is just in our walk, and invited her to our group, and I'm hoping we get to see her too. These are just people I have not met. It's just amazing to get outside and meet new people and see who you come up with. And I like the new couple. They seem like really good people, and I can't wait to maybe do some more with her. She seems very creative, and
Yeah.
I think she has stuff to add to our likings.
Yeah, yeah. Funny how just even in our walks, we have met so many people, partially because we are open to say hi. We don't just walk by, "Hi, how are you? I love your grass, love your porch," whatever. And then we get a conversation going, which that's because we choose to. Most people just walk and wave. Well, now you're still not putting yourself out there. So we're trying to put ourselves out there in everything we do every day. And funny, we actually have had people say, "Stop and we didn't know they'd honk and wave, and we didn't know who they were because,"
It was dark tinted windows.
right, right. And for me, it's too far. I'm like, I don't
I'm
know.
also
somebody-
blind, but
Yeah.
it was the tinted
It
windows.
was the tinted windows. But then honk and wave. But also, I was at a birthday party last night and I had somebody say, "I see you and another lady on a walk every day." And so I thought, more people are paying attention. And there's like, "Oh, that's so cool. We'd like to do it with you." We've literally had many people say that. So you don't have to be doing something big to put yourself out there. We're doing it on our walks. That's crazy. Also, I went to a chamber meeting, and it was only my second one for this chamber. And I walked in, and there's some people I know there, and I could sit by them, and it would have made it more comfortable for me. But I didn't. I went and picked a table. There was only one other person there that I didn't know, and I sat in the middle so that no matter what, it was going to be new people around me. And what ended up happening is the people whose place we were holding it at said, "Hey, will you teach a class, a business class for us on Monday?" So tomorrow, I get to teach a business class to people that I otherwise wouldn't have. And it's because I chose to put myself out there. Now, am I excited? I totally am. Am I nervous? I totally am. Is it asking me to get uncomfortable? Yeah. Isn't that amazing? It's fun. It's exciting. We're also doing something else.
Volunteering for our local days here in our town. Local celebration, and I signed up to, well, I saw in our little newsletter, it says, "Hey, do you want to sign up to be a volunteer?" And so I thought, well, I wouldn't mind doing that. It's something that I've enjoyed all my life, and I've enjoyed it with my kids. So I'm like, I would love to help with family night because that's something I did for years. We had a lot of fun with my kids with doing it. So like, how do I extend it out and help? So I chose to sign up, and somebody gets to come too. She's such a lucky lady.
Yeah.
Have we questioned ourselves a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Just due to the unorganized of the situation, but I think it'll turn out good, and hopefully we get to meet some more new people again.
Yeah. And I get to do that right before I go teach my class. So
She's fine.
yeah.
She's got all night.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say, hey, this is one, and that's what I told him when I went to get the stuff to do the volunteering. I said I have to leave by this time, and they're like, okay. But I went because Brooke was going, and I wanted to take advantage of it because honestly, I'm not Brooke. I don't read those newsletters. So I just see how much I owe them and I pay, okay?
I'm like, what's happening?
I know.
What can I do?
Brooke's always aware of things going on in our county, in our state. Like, she is on top. If you want to know something going on, I'm like, hey, is there anything fun? So very seldom do I invite her because she has all the ideas of what's going on. So it's usually me going, oh, I'll do that with you. But again, it's out of our comfort zone a little bit. Again, it's putting ourselves out there because it's going to be hot. It would be so much easier to just stay home. But what happens when we do that? We don't grow. Our bubble that we all live in stays the exact same. Our days stay the same. The people we talk to are the same. The things we do are the same. Isn't that boring? I would think so.
Well, sometimes it's nice, but no, it's actually really boring. That's why I keep finding things to do and drag her along. Lucky. Anyways.
Yeah.
If you just stay the same, you stay the same.
Yeah.
So.
And I've been there. And my bubble was, it was teeny. It was microscopic. And so now my bubbles not only got bigger, but there's a bunch of other bubbles around the side that I look into once in a while.
Yes. That does make sense.
Thank you.
I'm picturing what bubbles you're talking about, and I already know what they are.
I like that was a weird analogy. But
I know. I was like, and maybe that little bubble outside might actually come into, and it might be more that you do with that particular group or subject or thing you learned once. We did it once. You learned it. Wasn't interested. You kept this bubble, but you still have this little bubble, but maybe in the future it will be more in your bubble.
Yeah. And you don't know it till you put yourself out there.
Yep. So.
You don't know what you're missing.
True.
Until you put yourself out there.
Yep.
Which actually, if you are comfortable staying right where you're at, just know that 10 years from now, your life's going to look exactly like it does today. And if you're okay with that, props to you. That's not who I am. That's not who she is. We want a bigger life. We want to learn and grow. And in all honesty, if you are comfortable with your life looking the same for the next 10 years, you're probably not on this podcast anyway. Truthfully. Because usually
calling you out, man.
Well, yeah. People who dream don't want their life to look the same in 10 years. So, I just want you to choose one thing that you're going to do to put yourself out there. Whether it's going on a walk and having a conversation with somebody you see. It could be as simple as that. But put yourself out there this week.
That's our challenge.
Make it happen. Thank you for spending this time with me and for listening with an open heart and for choosing to invest in your growth today. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need the reminder that their dreams still matter. Sometimes one conversation, one message, one moment of encouragement can change everything. And if you want to go deeper, my book, Rise, Believe, Become, was written for the in-between seasons, the moments when you know there's more for you, but you're still finding the courage to take the next step. You can find my book on Amazon, and remember, no matter what phase you're in, your dreams don't expire. Until next time, keep rising.